Hi, my YouTube fans. I am making rum cake, also known as fruit cake, also known as Christmas cake. So here are my ingredients. I am going to start with 2 cups of brown sugar, and I already have a cup in here. So I'm going to add my second cup of brown sugar. So I'm making two cakes, enough to make 2 pans of cake. So that's 2 cups of brown sugar, and I'm going to use 2 sticks of butter, room temperature butter, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, to the eggs. So 1, 2. And then I'm going to pour some more eggs. So hey guys, I'm just using my hand mixer and just mix this out. And then we're going to go to my dry ingredients. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set that aside. Let me preheat my oven. And I'm going to put this at 325 to bake. And I have a pan in the oven with water, and I'm just going to put my cake right on top of it. So now for my dry ingredients, I have 5 cups of flour in here, 5 cups of flour. I have 2 teaspoons of salt already in that mixture. To that, I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, because remember I'm making 2 pans. So 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, to my 5 cups of flour, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay. I am going to add 4 teaspoons of nutmeg, so 1, 2, 3, and that looked like that would just make the 4. Like finish that up. Okay. All right. I'm gonna add 4 teaspoons of allspice, okay. And then I'm going to add my 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And this can get a little messy, guys, so yep, and you can get it all over your clothes too. So I'm gonna add that into my wet ingredients. And what I'm gonna try to do is, I'm gonna try to so this is going to be a process, the way I'm doing it. But the goal is to get all my dry ingredients into my bowl. All right, guys, I had to grab another spoon. As you can see, this is a lot of different steps to this cake. So now that I have half of my flour into my mixture, I am going to pause that for a second. And then I am going to mix this in. And then I'm gonna mix. So over here, guys, I have my blended fruits. So these are all my fruits that I blend with some red label wine and some Jamaican white rum. So I'm just gonna add this mixture into here. Like, guys, this smells good already. Ooh. I'm just gonna mix it all in. This smells so good already. And then now I'm gonna add the rest of my flour and the rest of my fruit mixture. I put all my ingredients in the bottom so you guys can see everything I used. Ooh, this smells so good already. Alright guys, so I went ahead and add the other half of my flour and the other half of my blended fruit mixture. And I'm just going to mix this up. Mix this up. And then I'm going to add, in that cup, I have half a cup of Jamaican white rum. I'm just going to add this to this. And then I'm going to mix this out. I'm just going to mix and mix and mix and mix and mix this all up. Oh my God, this smells so good. This smells so good, guys. All right, guys. My final 2 ingredients to put into this mixture. I am going to be using 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And then my browning. So let's start with 2 tablespoons of browning. And you can make this as dark as you want. But don't put too much because it may make the cake bitter. So that's 2 tablespoons I'm going to start with. And I'm just going to use my judgment if I need to add any more, depending on the color of the cake. And I'm just going to mix that right in. And just keep mixing that right in. Okay, I'm gonna add another one and see. Just to let you guys know, I do have a mixer, but I don't know, I just love using my hands. I can't begin to tell you guys how good this smells. Oh my goodness. One more should do it, guys. One more, and then I'm gonna pour this into my 2 pans I have over here. That I have that's buttered and lightly floured. And then we're gonna put this into the oven for 1 hour to 1 hour and 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna check it after an hour and see if it's done. And if not, I'll put it back in for another 10 to 15 minutes. So that was 4 tablespoons of browning. And I'm not gonna add any more browning to this mixture. That's good enough. I'm just gonna mix it all out. Hello guys. So I transferred my mixture into my 2 baking pan, and here they are. You know what you could do that I didn't? You could just save some of your cherries and put on top right before you put it in the oven. So now I'm going to stick these two into the oven. So there's my water pan that's going to just help to keep these moist while they're baking in the oven. And I'm just going to stick my 2 cake right on top of the water pan. And that's just going to help to keep these moist and not dried out. So there we have it, guys. So I'm going to set this timer for an hour and 10 minutes. And then I'll check it after an hour. So I'll see you guys when it's done and ready to come out of the oven. Hey guys, I'm about to take them out of the oven. It's been 1 hour and 10 minutes. Alright guys, so I'm going to stick them with a toothpick and make sure it comes out dry. Okay, and then I have about 3/4 cup of white rum and some red label wine. And I'm just going to pour this on top of the cake while it's still hot. So there it is, guys. You can continue to add your red label wine and white rum to this every 2 to 3 days. Continue to soak it to keep it moist. But this is my final product. I am going to continue to soak this